Billionaires, I just wanted to go ahead and make this brief video for you about the law of attraction because I do get a lot of questions about it on a daily basis. So I figured I would just answer everything, or as much as possible at least, all in like one little thread, and hopefully this will help somebody today. So let me know what you think. Let me know if you want more. I thought about doing a series on this, and there's no better place for me to film this than the very golf course that I manifested. I am here where I live, work, play. We absolutely love this place. It's pretty big and people pay a lot of money to come here. Some people save up all year round to come on vacation here. So I think it's pretty cool that I get to stay here year round, and me and Travis get to enjoy it all the time. We are really blessed and grateful every single day. So without further ado, I'd like to talk to you a little more about the law of attraction, how we manifested all of this, and how you can do it as well. Again, I'm not an expert. I just am always willing to help and give the little bit of insight that I do have. I always like to say I know a lot about a little. Oh wait, no, I know a little about a lot. I try to learn about everything. Anyway, the law of attraction is one of those, and it has completely changed my life. So a lot of people think the law of attraction is just about positive thinking and, being happy, thinking positively, but it's a lot deeper than that. So the idea of the law of attraction is actually pretty simple, and I think people make it a lot more complicated than it needs to be. So your thoughts create your reality. What you think is what you become, whether you like it or not, basically. People think you can just want something really badly and it will just come to you and manifest in your life, but really that's not it. And you can end up blocking your blessings and blocking the law of attraction by thinking that, because when you want something really badly, it doesn't always come from a positive place. And I think that's kind of the main thing that people mess up with the law of attraction, is that what they want doesn't come from a positive place. And if you're not creating a positive emotion from your thoughts, then you're not going to create a positive outcome. That's something that people really mess up, and it can end up blocking your blessings a lot of the times. Some examples of that are, if you want to manifest friends or relationships into your life and you just think that, you wake up in the morning and you keep putting out vibrations or saying to yourself or repeating or whatever it is that you want good friends and you want a good relationship and you want to change this, that, or, whatever it may be. But what you're putting out doesn't come from a good place. It doesn't come from a good emotion. So it's not actually going to put out a good vibration. The vibration that you're putting out isn't a positive one. Therefore, you're not attracting the positive into your life. And that's why the law of attraction isn't working for you. So yes, what you think is what you create, and that does become your reality, but that has to come from a positive place in order for it to work in a positive way for you. I think the key to this whole video, if you take one little thing and put it in your pocket and remember it forever, just remember that you can't want something because of a negative emotion, and it can't come from a negative place, because from a place of lack or a place of need. It has to come from a positive place, and I think that's the main key to get the law. I really want to tell you a little bit today about how I manifested the most important things in my life, and one of them was moving onto this amazing golf resort. I wish you could see the pretty sunset behind me because it is awesome. But it really just blows my mind and takes my breath away every single day that I've manifested this into my life. I am so incredibly grateful beyond belief, and I just want to share with you how I did it because it's really important and it's really easy, and I think other people can really learn from this. So first of all, the condo that me and Travis live in is almost directly next door to Miss Sheila Johnson. Now, if you don't know who that is, she is such an inspiration. She's just one of the most amazing entrepreneurs in the world. She was the first Black female billionaire before Oprah, which a lot of people don't know. A lot of people know Oprah as the first billionaire because she still is a billionaire. But Miss Sheila Johnson and her husband were the founders of BET. They later sold their company, and now Miss Sheila Johnson owns many resorts under her management group called the Salamander Hotel Management, something or other. Anyway, she's absolutely amazing and inspiring, and I am her neighbor. How did that even happen? That is absolutely incredible. I mean, an aspiring entrepreneur lives next to one of these most successful and amazing and inspiring and helpful women in the world. All of that came from the law of attraction. When me and Travis were looking for a condo, I just knew that we had to be patient and the perfect thing would fall into our lap. And if it didn't, then it wasn't right for us, you know? So we found a few places and they were cool. We really liked them and I'm sure we would have been happy in them, but it just wasn't the most ideal situation. We weren't completely in love with it. I didn't really see our family growing there. So, we were just continued to be patient. We knew that we had to be, and I knew something was going to fall into our lap. I had a feeling it was going to be super last minute, and unfortunately it was. But that's okay because it ended up being perfect, and we found this wonderful opportunity. So that only came because the vibes that I was putting out, the vibrations that me and Travis were putting out were that this perfect something was going to fall into our lap and it was going to blow our minds and it was going to be better than anything that we could possibly think of. And I did map out everything that we specifically wanted and needed, and this place had all of them. You have to write it down and really believe that the place of your dreams was going to fall into your lap. And for us it did. It was, like I said, fairly last minute, but that was okay because we knew it was going to end up being perfect anyway. And now I spend every single day in paradise. People literally pay so much money to be here on vacation, and I get to spend every day here. And we even have an extra bedroom, so sometimes we have visitors and they get a free vacation, and that's awesome. But all of that came because of the law of attraction, because we believed it, and because of a lot of other manifesting that took place behind that. But if it wasn't for us visualizing and understanding and really believing that the perfect opportunity was going to fall into our lap, then I wouldn't have even been open to seeing the opportunity when it was in front of us, which was the only reason I was even able to take it. So, all of that is how the universe works in your favor for the law of attraction. There it is, ladies and gents. Miss Sheila Johnson's suite, the first African American woman billionaire before Oprah. There's her condo. You know what's crazy? I only live a few doors down from her. That's manifestation. And you know what? Even if the law of attraction's fake, and for all the law of attraction haters, which I don't understand, but nothing bad can come of thinking positively and just trying to have a positive mindset and doing positive things. So I really don't understand why people don't like the law of attraction, because literally nothing bad can come of it. So why wouldn't you want to think positively and about a negative situation or any situation, This also doesn't mean that you can't feel sad or upset. That's all part of the process, and you have to understand that. So don't feel like you have to be 100% positive all the time, because that's not how the law of attraction works. You do have to feel those sad emotions, but then you have to respond to it appropriately and know what to do to not feel those sad emotions anymore. Know how to turn those sad emotions into a positive. Know how to see the bright side of it, because there is always a bright side. But if you're stuck looking at the sadness, then of course you're not going to see the bright side. So yes, you can feel those negative emotions. The law of attraction isn't saying that you can't. So when I first started learning how to implement the law of attraction into my life, I started with just doing little basic things that I thought were easy, because if you try to change your whole life at once, it's really overwhelming and you're not going to be able to. I'm really sorry. So I just started changing little phrases. I wouldn't say broke anymore. I would say my finances are transitioning, and I wouldn't say negative phrases. I don't say I can't do things. I don't say impossible. I really try to pay attention to the things that come out of my mouth. Also, more importantly, I try to pay attention to things that go into my mind. I really stopped listening to rap music. Now, I grew up around rap, hip-hop, R&B. Actually, I grew up around everything, but that was probably the basis of it. And I really just stopped listening to the negativity, because I didn't stop listening to all rap, because there is some positive stuff. And I have a few playlists that I've made about manifesting and, billionaires and stuff like that. But for the most part, I did stop listening to rap, and I don't watch TV because I'm very productive in my spare time. I pay attention to what I do and just what enters my mind, because a lot of what's on TV and the radio and songs and just what really is in the media and stuff is really negative, and you really have to monitor what you put into your mind. So that was one of the other things that I have learned to change. And I started following certain accounts on my social media. I'm not going to tell you to delete social media because honestly it's a wonderful thing. You can really leverage your business or your brand or yourself or whatever you want. But I started following all positive accounts on my Instagram and Facebook and stuff like that. Instead of just like drama-filled people, I actually ended up deleting my Facebook and starting over because I only wanted to let positive in because mine was just so like overran with negativity. So when you really change, like every time you pick up your phone, if you're looking at your Instagram, but the stuff that you're looking at is positive, that really makes a huge difference. Every time one of my friends asks me how to feel better, they ask me for advice, I always tell them to follow positive accounts on Instagram. And when they're feeling down and I can't always answer or, help you out, then you can just go to those positive accounts and look through some quotes and fill your mind with some positivity and help you to feel better about the situation or just feel better in the moment, because sometimes that's all you need is to feel better in the moment. Sometimes that's all you can do is to feel better in the moment. Every time something happens, you have the choice to either make you feel a little better or a little worse. You can either respond positively or negatively. You can either get the good out of the situation or just be bummed about the bad in the situation. But you have that choice every single time. And the law of attraction says that every time you choose a little bit better, the universe will respond positively and your vibration will get a little higher. And that happens every single time. So you have this choice and you can turn it around now. Even if you feel like you're too far down in the dumps, no, that's not the case, because every time something happens in life, you have a choice to raise your vibration a little bit and make the situation a little more positive. And no, you won't go from depressed to happy, but if you just keep making that choice to make it a little better each time, it will keep piling up on top of each other. And then slowly you will progress and you'll go from depressed to content, and then from content to feeling a little better, and then from feeling a little better to almost happy, and then from almost happy to happy, because that's how it works. But every time you make that choice to feel slightly better instead of slightly worse, the universe responds appropriately, but only if you make that choice to feel better. I also like to start and end my night with positive affirmations. I do make bracelets which have positive affirmations on them because I like to look down on my wrist, and anytime I'm thinking any thought, even if it's positive, negative, whatever, I just want to think positively throughout my day, and I want to think about those affirmations. So I put the words that I need to hear or read on my wrist or on my fingers so I can see them all throughout my day. And when other people ask me about them, they also get my positive message. I also like to put positive decor all over my bedroom, and the wall in my bedroom has all these like positive, travel, fun things on my wall. Vision boards are really important. It is so important to be able to visualize what you want and see it on your wall and have like those positive affirmations and your dreams and the things that you are trying to reach, your goals. You really just want to have those on your wall where you can see them all the time and just constantly visualize them before you go to bed, when you wake up in the morning, throughout your day. That really will help to keep yourself positive and focused and on track. When you're thinking a negative thought, that means that you're attracting something that you don't want. So I like to counteract that by thinking about stuff that I do want. Think about my dreams and my goals and my visions, because I know that when I'm thinking negatively, the universe is going to respond in a negative way. So the law of attraction says if I think positively, then I can change that. So I'm going to stack those positives on top of each other. Try to think 3 positives for every negative that you think, and just watch how your life changes. It is seriously absolutely incredible. Even if you really don't know how to change your mood like that, just acknowledging that you want your mood to change or that you want things to change is going to help, and that's going to raise your vibration, and that's going to help the universe respond in your favor because you're thinking that you want to change, even if you haven't figured out how to really use the law of attraction yet. Your mind is the single most powerful thing that you have, so it really doesn't make sense to not use it in your best way and use it in your best power, and really at least try to learn how to use it in a positive light, because it's really so incredibly powerful beyond measure, beyond really what we know, because we only know a small fraction of what our mind can do. And with that small fraction that we do know, we can still have the power to change our whole lives by just thinking positive thoughts. So it really, well, more than that, but it really doesn't make sense to not learn how to shape your mind positively, because it can only do positive. You will attract everything that you want and need in life by just raising your vibration. When you raise your vibration, you can manifest anything that you want in life and all of your hopes and dreams. And I know it sounds silly, and that's why people don't believe in the law of attraction. But if you look at the top people in the world, guess what they all have in common? They know how to use it. They know how to use their mind. They know how to be positive. They have awesome mentors, and their mentors teach them about the law of attraction and working hard and the secret. And they have these daily rituals that they all do. Anyway, I'm getting a little off topic, and this video is getting a little long. Also, quick insider tip, if you want to learn a little bit about the law of attraction, just check out The Secret. That's at least a good intro. That's what introduced me to the law of attraction. My grandmother actually told me to watch The Secret, and I ended up buying the book, watching The Secret, I believe on Netflix, and it ultimately changed my life. So start there. If you like this video, be sure to subscribe to our YouTube for more awesome videos, because the quality is going to get so much better. And I know I didn't answer a lot of questions, so if you have any other questions that I didn't get to answer, please drop them in a comment below or send me an email, add me on any of my social media. I'd be more than happy to talk about this some more. I also thought about making this into a series, so if you want to hear more about the law of attraction, let me know and I'll make another video. Happy manifesting. Good luck changing your lives. I am here. I'm rooting for you. Let me know if I can help in any way. And thank you. Stay beautiful. Stay awesome. Stay positive.